My name is Precious and welcome once again to my channel. You know, the amount of suicide rate within the last 3 years has increased by 20%. Now what this means is someone is committing suicide almost every other day. Someone is committing suicide almost every other day. That's scary, right? People are no longer happy with their job. People are no longer happy with their family, their finances. In fact, there's a whole lot of things in the world today to make someone unhappy. People are not happy about a lot of things, and I can bet you that is watching me right now, there is something you are not happy about. So a lot of things in the world today is enough to make us unhappy. So that is why I encourage people, you should own your happiness. Own your happiness. Own your happiness. Yes, you can control your happiness. You can live more happy and fulfilled life. Like we say, life is short. Why spend it on things that does not matter? So let me show you 3 things that can be making you unhappy. 3 things that you are doing that might be making you unhappy. Before I go on why you are here, can you please subscribe to this channel? Please subscribe to this channel. Now you'll be doing yourself a lot of favor and also doing me a whole lot of big good. So let's get right into it. There are 3 things that might be making you unhappy. There are 3 things that you might be doing that would be making you unhappy. Number 1, trying to make everyone else happy. Trying to make everyone else happy. I know some of us want to be like jollof rice. Even jollof rice does not make people happy. There's definitely going to be someone who is not happy with you. There's definitely going to be someone who is not happy with something you said as far back as 50 years ago. So trying to make everyone happy is one of the reasons you might not be happy yourself. Trying to please everyone, being a person pleaser. Truth is, you cannot please everybody. You cannot please everybody. People has got different perspectives to life, the way they see life. People have the way they imagine. So what makes one person unhappy might actually be making another person happy. So you cannot please everybody. You cannot please everybody. And the more you keep trying to do that, you discover that you are sacrificing your own happiness. You are sacrificing your own happiness. Number 2, building your life on another man's perspective on life and not what makes you happy. Building your life on another man. Now there are people who live their life based on how people tell them to live their lives. Something makes you happy and someone doesn't want you to do it because of the way they see things, because of the perspective of their life. There are people who have built their life around someone else, around people. Now, I didn't say that is bad in itself, but when it comes to the point where you have to sacrifice your own happiness in order to build your life around someone's own goals and visions, which are not necessarily the visions God has asked you to do, which are not necessarily the things you want to do as a person, but you built your life around someone's own perspective, someone's own goals, someone's own vision. You discover that with time, I'm promising you, with time you become very, very unhappy. With time you discover that you are doing things that you are not happy about doing, and then you are thereby sacrificing your own happiness. Now, unrealistic expectations. Now we all make this once in a while in our life. A lot of us make unrealistic expectations about things. We go into businesses with the expectations that are not realistic in a sense. Unrealistic expectations. And when you do this, making expectations that are not realistic, now when you step into certain places, you discover that when you are not seeing what you expected, we are not seeing what you have envisaged in your head, when you're not seeing that thing that you've planned out in your head, you start becoming unhappy, you start getting sad, you start getting depressed because you have built unrealistic expectations. And some people have built unrealistic expectations about marriage. So when they go into marriage and they are not seeing those fantasies in their head, they start having issues in their home, they start having issues in their family, even in business, even most times when people want to leave the country. So building unrealistic expectations can dash your hopes, and when your hopes is dashed, there's no way you are going to be happy. So finally, I'm going to be closing with this. 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 6. It says, now righteousness and contentment is great gain. Righteousness and contentment is great gain. Now until I come your way again, our family is blessed, honored and favored, nothing missing and nothing broken. You are the best.